Good evening and welcome to Season 13 of Next Gen. This is the Modern Touring Cars and this is the finale. The final round, round 12 of 12. And it's going to be a cracker because the championship has been decided. That is correct, NGR Scooby G is your Season 13 champion. With 214 points from Jack, Team 53 Synopsis on 165, Ginge is on 147, with Martin on 132. Adam RS on 124, with Fraser on 116, and Jamie FL30 on 113, with D Whitehouse 7 on 101. With 0 on 96, Royston on 85, Shadowstalker 77, Slider Gas 62, MLV on 56, Tim 46, Boyrax 14 on 39, Obies Johnny 39, Omega 38, Envoy Extreme 24, James Hunt 777 20, and Cam 123 Diz on 19. We have a 15 car grid tonight. We have Jamie FL30 in, NGR Omega, Slider Gas 28, Tim, we have Shadowstalker, Whitford 0, Web User Johnny, Scooby G, MLV 2741, Royston, D Whitehouse 7, Jack, TM53, Synopsis, Fraser, Adam Morris, Ginge, to round out the drivers. So we are at Nurburgring Sprint tonight. So not quite the 4 circuits, but good layout. 5 minutes of qualifying, the drivers want to get about 2 laps worth of flying laps. It'll be sad to see these cars come to an end this season. It's been a fantastic championship, but they are confirmed for season 14. They are going to be back after this, after a short break, so make sure you don't go anywhere, because in a few weeks' time, don't know how long yet, no confirmed dates, but they should be back quicker than you think. So, as you go around with Omega at the moment, there's Whitford with, I believe, Slider Gas. The 2 BMWs representing the Germans here at Nurburgring. Slider Gas letting Whitford through, Whitford on a quicker lap there. So it's quite an obvious thing to do. They'll be the first to complete their laps, the German cars in the German racetrack. Whitford 0, set to 134.986. We know that's not going to get pole position at all. There's MLV on a 131. Let's go on board with MLV. So here we go, into turn 1. This is Hagen on this 2.255 mile circuit. Into the Mercedes arena then, a really long left-hander. Try and get on the throttle as early as you can on the exit of it. Down to the next one. A couple of different lines you can take through here. MLV takes the tighter one to then get a better line through the flick right out. Down to the Kurzenbindung. Hairpin right. Difficult one as MLV Trigonates. I don't really know why. I think there's a Mega in front of us. Down to the Michelin curve. Very fast 90 left, and to the Warsteiner curve. Down the back straight as we head down to Ad Van Bogen. Not really a corner, it's just a flat right-hander. And then down to the NGK chicane. Better line from MLV coming out of there. As we head down to the Coca-Cola curve to finish it off. A lot of advertising in this track, I must admit. But Whitford dropping down the order as they come across the line. MLV just not going any quicker. And Jimmy for 30. There's Omega. Where does Jin slots in into third? Jack now slots into third. Is anyone going to beat this time from MLV? There goes Royston. He's in 10th. Who else is behind? There goes Fraser. He puts himself into 6th place. And find who's left to come around. D Whitehouse 7 is still on his way round. What a feeling there. Whitford was carrying pace. Yeah, I think the two BMW boys have got another shot at this. As D Whitehouse 7 goes in 7th place. Well, that's not too typical. The two BMW boys running on a 133 and 9 for Slightly Gas and a 134.1 for Whitford. Whitford back to the pits though, so he was on a good one, but Slightly Gas is up on his time. Goes for a bit of a slide out of the chicane. Into the Coca-Cola curve. The final man is at a time. Doesn't improve position. Stays in 8th. Do comment who you think is going to win this race, because it should be interesting. As MLV takes pole position from Scooby G. Jack TM53 Synopsis in 3rd place, with Ginge in 4th, Jamie 5th, Fraser 6th, DY 7 in 7th, Slightly Gas 28 in 8th, Omega 9th, Whitford 0 in 10th, Web User Johnny 11th, Royston 12th, Stratostalker in 13th, Adam Morris is 14th, Tim 78 in 15th, and last not setting a time. So we now wait the starting orders to begin. I've got a black screen. I have no idea whether that's going to cause any issues. No, apparently not. We're here then. A bit weird. MLV starts on pole position. We're going to have 3 red lights at Nurburgring. We're green for the final time in the modern touring cars in season 13. And that's a good start from MLV and Jack. Scooby G's got an absolutely awful one. As you can see, an absolutely horde of cars coming down towards turn 1. There's really tight hairpin right. Jack's going to drop behind Ginge at this rate. Try and catch all the action behind. It's good cameraman work. Well done. Up into turn 2, the Mercedes arena. A bit of bumping and barging going on. Omega's been sent out wide. Got a bit of a hop and skip there from the former champion. And he can't get any grip or purchase out there. So he's dropped right to the back. But LMV's got away. Got an 8/10 gap. Jack in 3rd. Ginge in 4th. DY 7 in 5th. Jamie looking to the outside. Gets the job done. And here comes Fraser. This is going to become a freight train job on D Whitehouse 7 here. Here comes Fraser. And the two BMWs, this is where their strength plays. They're very, very quick in a straight line. D Whitehouse 7 keeping it alongside Fraser here. And now the two BMWs about to go side by side. Oh, and a very big twitch from Slider Gas. Too wide through the chicane doesn't normally work. And D Whitehouse 7, who's now got a penalty, keeps that 6th place on road. Omega gone to the pits. I wonder what that was for. Fraser, the two BMWs in the background, Whitford. Slider gas, managing to take the place at the moment. DY07 defending, although Whitford on the inside through the Mercedes arena. Still side by side go the BMWs as we come out of the arena. Whitford just about getting it, pulling across, and here comes Jamie FL30 on the back of Slider gas. Although he's got Webby's a Johnny there. Oh, sorry, not Jamie, that's Adam Morris, sorry. Adam Morris, not having a good start with that. Webby's a Johnny going the Joker lap, I believe that is, around the chicane. He has to use it once, get a penalty for it as well, for good measure. Royston. Webby's a Johnny going back down the inside of Shadow Stalker there. But at the front we have Scooby G, and I've been seeing this gap develop as Fraser gets past D Whitehouse 7. MLV's got a very good line out of the chicane there. Only 13 laps around here, but a lot can happen in 13 laps. And these two, the person you're looking at right now is your season 13 modern touring car champion. All he's got to do is win the Clios next season, and he'll have won one of each. So he really does close in through the first part of the circuit. Meanwhile, there's Fraser, who's got DI7 still behind him. The two BMWs are still scrapping it out. And Adam Morris is still right behind. Oh, and that's Slider gas round with Adam Morris. Just catching the tail end of that. And Adam Morris is going to have to find a way of getting back in. He's managed to do so. Down in 12th place with Slider gas in 13th. I suggest Slider gas not quite getting it right if he was in front of Adam Morris, not just maybe cutting across him. But we never know for certain. At the front though, and MLV has Scooby G right up his Jeff. Jack has had an interesting moment. He's now down in 5th with a penalty. But Scooby G, he's going to make a lunge. And that lunge, not possible. Especially when MLV gets that sort of run out of the chicane. That is 410s up, going into the hairpin. But Scooby G very close as we head down towards turn 1. For this, the 4th time of 13. Now we know Scooby G is strong through this part of the circuit. See how close he is. No, almost in the back of MLV there. On board with the champion. Down to this hairpin here. He's managed to keep it tight. MLV having to give him room now. Scooby G, I don't know why he's bothering to look through there. You're better off getting a better line, because now he's going to lose momentum as we go through the Warsteiner's curve. Luckily he's got the slipstream here. We're not looking for it. Here on lap number 4, we head down to the chicane. See, oh, and MOV's got the penalty. As always, a risky line through the chicane can gain you a couple of tenths, as we've seen, but it can also lose your position due to a penalty served. Now we look at Jamie and Jack. These two have just swapped positions, and here comes Jamie. You can see Jack going defensive immediately towards the pit wall. Into turn 1 they go. Jack's still on the inside. Jamie will look for a switchback. Can't quite get it. Gets a bit too much wheel spin. Into the Mercedes arena we go. Oh, and Jack slow through the second half of the Mercedes arena. Jamie nowhere to go. A little slight tap on the back, but Yeah, very weird. Scooby G is starting to get away here. He's now 6 tenths, 7 tenths up on MLV. With Zero currently in 8th. We still have all 15 runners in the running. There's Omega. Miles back after having to go into the pits for some reason. There's Tim, 14th. Royston, 13th. Adam Morris, still only in 12th. Shadowstalker in 11th. Slidergas is in 11th. Web User Johnny in 9th. Rifford in 8th. DY House 7 in 7th. Fraser 6th. Jamie FL30 currently in 5th. Right behind Jack. With Ginge in 3rd. Minding his own business. MLV now getting nearer here. Still 6 tenths away from the leader, Scooby G. Meanwhile, this battle for 4th. Remember, Jack does have the penalty. So, not ideal for him. As we head down to the turn 1 for this, the 6th time. We complete half the race now. Almost anyway. Once we get down to the bottom hairpin, that's half the race done. And that's a heck of a move from Jamie F30. Big dive bomb. Jack saw it coming at the last moment. Very well done for doing that. And he retakes the position on the switchback. But you can see Jamie wanting to get past. He knows he can do well here. Almost feeling like Jack's just holding him up that little bit in his quest to go for a podium, potential podium here in the final race of the season. And continue to head through the lap then. Down towards the Ad Van Bogen and the NGK chicane. Is there any other battles on at the moment? Yes, there is. Shadowstalker and Adam Morris are side by side as we go through Warsteiner's curve. Shadowstalker trying to keep it around the outside, keep the momentum. He is still there for the chicane. Jamie has got back past Jack. Meanwhile, but we continue to watch this battle here. This is only for 11th place. Shadowstalker gives it up though, going into the chicane. Nice move, and he runs a bit wide. That's going to allow Royston through. To go through the Coca-Cola curve. Side by side down to turn 1. No one really giving much of an inch. Here we go through Haken. Trying to stalk it on the inside. We'll keep the position for now. Jack is back ahead of Jamie in this ever more interesting battle here on lap number 7 for the 4th place on road. Jamie now looking towards the inside of Ad Van Bogen. They're going to go side by side as we head up towards the NGK chicane. And that's well parked by Jack. Making sure Jamie had nowhere to go, so he couldn't get past. And Jamie just using all of the revs as Fraser's closing in on them at the moment. This is going to get more and more interesting. Looking at the leaderboard, seeing if we've got any more battles. We do between Shadowstalker and Royston. They're still going at it strong. See how that's panning out there, side by side going into the Mercedes-Benz arena. Royston now looking to the inside, trying to get this place. Shadowstalker running wide, and Royston does take 12th place. That was looking actually quite interesting, that from Shadowstalker. Not doing anything though. There's Jamie F13. He's got no penalty. This lady has, I'm pretty certain I just saw someone drop down the order. We go back to this battle for 4th place on track. MLV has made a mistake. Is now in the clutches of Ginge as they head through the NGK chicane for this, the 8th time of 13. Through the Coca-Cola curve. Down the main straight to start lap number 9 of 13 here. Still another 5 laps to run. And Fraser now looking interested in Jamie F30 and his 5th position. Remember, Fraser also has a penalty on his shoulders. If they're not careful, DY7 gradually getting closed in here by Whitford. But here comes Fraser down to the Kurzenbindung. Gets the move done. Very nicely done actually by Fraser into the Kurzenbindung. But I do apologise if you are German and watching this and I'm pronouncing all of this absolutely wrong. I will apologise now. But Fraser up into the top 5, but for how long? Because he has got a penalty. As is Jack. Jack's got a 1 second, Fraser 2. Jamie now has a 2 second penalty actually, so all of this now properly for position unless it's Fraser and Jamie versus Jack, because Jack will only stay within a second. As we go back to the action, and Jamie FL30 has gone through. A bad chicane from Fraser allows Jamie back through, and this is going to allow Jack TM53 to Nopsis to get away here. So Jamie gets back through, and here comes Fraser down the inside for the Haukhaken. Couldn't get a hairpin any tighter than this on a circuit, I don't think. Jamie trying to keep the momentum into the Mercedes-Benz arena. See there. Into the exit. Completely different line from Fraser, squaring the corner up for the right-hander. And he's got a good run out. Don't think he's got a good enough run though this time to take on Jamie into the hairpin. But it wasn't a bad effort. Down through the Michelin curve and through to Warsteiner curve. Jamie currently now sits in 5th place. MLV has lost the place to Ginge, but he's right on the tail as we head up to the chicane for the 10th time. These two actually starting to catch a little bit into Scooby G. 2.9 the gap. Ginge goes defensive into the Coca-Cola curve. MLV starting to become a big threat now in the modern touring cars and the Clios for season 14 if he can do a full campaign. He looks really, really strong for it. Down into Haukhaken for the 11th time. All the way down through the Mercedes-Benz arena, you can see MLV really nipping and tucking at him. Trying to lay the power down. Will he have a look into the Kurzenbindung? No, Ginge goes defensive, but MLV looking for a good exit as we head towards Michelin curve. Ginge doing really well to defend here. On board with MLV as you come out to the Warsteiner curve. Slight up with the brakes, well positioned by Ginge. V not really getting a good enough run. He'll have to sit in and do the slipstream work. Can he get alongside for the chicane though? That is the next step. He's got the draft and he's not going to bother now. Or is he? Yes, he is. Down the inside, and that is not going to work. very late on the brakes, very tough to pass at the chicane, and he'll have to give the place back up, as he has done to Ginge. Flashlights. I suspect he just rolled off of the brakes because he knew that if he didn't, he was probably going to understeer into Ginge there, so probably a good foresight thing. Jamie's had an issue. He's now down in 7th. He's now battling with DY House 7 for 6th place as we head down to Halkaken for the 12th time on this, the penultimate lap. Wondering, I'm not, just in case you are wondering, I'm not actually picking up certain people in this race. This is just how the battles are forming. I do attempt to show everyone, but see, if you're not in a battle, it's not so interesting, unfortunately. But we watch Jamie as we look to the inside, not quite going to get there. Back to this battle, and there side by side LV looking to make the move. He's completed the move through the hairpin right Ginge. Nothing he could do about it there by the scenes of it. It was kind of inevitable that MLV would get past him. It was like a matter of time and where he done it, and he does seem to like that corner. As they go up to the chicane for the penultimate time. Jamie for 30 still behind DY House 7 as they come through Orsteiner Curve. So look at these two going to the chicane. Nothing doing there though, so that is job done. Well done to MLV. He's back up into 2nd place. Jamie for 30. Still right behind DY House 7, and Fraser's not far up the road. But that's a good run this from Jamie out of the chicane. He's got the inside for the Coca-Cola curve here on the penultimate lap. That is brilliantly set up by Jamie F430. But now he's got to defend because DY House 7 quite literally attached to his bumper going down the main straight. Trying to do a bit of a Danny Rick or a Mark, actually more like a Mark Webber move, trying to hide behind him and dip out, and he's not quite done it right there. So Jamie will claim 6th place there. There's web user Johnny trying to attack Whitford 0 in the latter part of this race. And Scooby's lead down to 2 seconds here. Jamie for 30 now trying to chase down Fraser. This would have to be a last gasp move to get back in the top 5. He'll have to get a lot closer. He's going to have to hope from a mistake from Fraser here, which is quite rare in these cars for Fraser to make a mistake, not going to lie. But we head to the front because Scooby G took his chance and he ran away with it because he wins the finale. The champion rightfully does so. Wins at Nurburgring with MLV behind. MLV is 2nd, Ginge in 3rd. Jack, TM53 Synopsis, would be happy with that result. He's 4th. Here comes Fraser. He's in 5th. DY House 7 managed to re-overtake Jamie here for 6th place. Jamie in 7th. Web user Johnny on the inside. A bit of a drag race coming up towards the line. Whitford gets him on the line. 8th place for Whitford. Web user Johnny in 9th. Adam Morris, not really a race to talk about, but he'll take a top 10 after what's happened. Royston will be in 11th place. Shadow Stalker DBS ends the season on a 12th place finish. He's driven very well. He should be very proud switching to that McGann. He's shown good pace this season. Going to be one to look out for in season 14, especially for the midfield pack. Sly Gas 28, he's had a horrendous finale here. He's going to finish in 13th. Might even be 14th. No. Yes, it will be 14th because Omega takes 13th on penalties. Sly Gas in 14th. And finally, Tim ends his season in 15th. He's been getting faster and faster, and he's shown some really good battles this season. It's been a joy to watch him. But that is the end of the modern touring car season for season 13. Scooby G takes the final win from Ginge. Not Ginge, sorry, MLV. Ginge will be in 3rd place, Jack 4th, Fraser 5th, DY House 7 in 6th, Jamie in 7th, Whitford 8th, Web user Johnny 9th, Adam Morris is in 10th, Royston in 11th, Shadow Stalker DBS 12th, Omega 13th, Slider Gas 14th, Tim rounds out the pack in 15th place. What a season. There is no next week for the Modern Touring Cars. That is it for season 13. Don't know what confirmed dates are yet for season 14, but they will be back for season 14. So it'll be great to see them back when they do. Keep an eye on the NXTGEN Facebook page or the JPH99 Racing Commentary page for any further dates, or on Twitter. And hopefully in the near future we'll get some dates released for the start of season 14. But hopefully you've enjoyed season 13 of the Modern Touring Cars. It's been a fantastic one to commentate. And it's not quite over yet today, because in a minute we'll have the the Monday Night Tours Clio's category, where I race. It'll be my final race of season 13 for the Monday Night Tours package, so do stay tuned for that one in about 5 to 10 minutes. But from me and the Modern Touring Cars, thank you for watching all season long. It's been a fantastic pleasure. But do hang around for 5 to 10 minutes, but join us for season 14 when it kicks off. But from me and the rest of the guys, thank you for watching this season. Enjoy the rest of your evening.